Welcome to BFF Podcast, hosted by your cheerleaders, Kausar and Yuki.
We are here to make your life easier as working mom and teach you everything we learned in order to lose 70 pounds combined. So far, we have helped over 500 women do the same.
This episode is brought to you by our signature program, 90 Day Xtreme, in which we help working moms lose 15 pounds in 90 days.
Welcome to another episode of Weight Loss for Working Moms. Today, I have a very, very special guest. Her name is Muddasra, and I've had a pleasure of working with her in the last 3.5 months, right? She's a mom. She has a 14-month-old baby, and she absolutely loves food, especially cultural food. Like, she's my kind of girl. She also works full-time as a grants manager for a nonprofit organization in Newark, New Jersey. So she's our typical working mom who joined a program about 90 days. Well, I would say a little more than 90 days ago because she just finished a program and she lost 20 pounds. We're so proud of her. Super proud of her. Hi, Muddasra. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and all that great stuff.
Sure. Hi, Kausar. Thank you for inviting me to the podcast. I'm super excited. As Kausar mentioned, my name is Muddasra. I am a full-time mom. I have a 1-year-old child, 14 months, working full-time from home mostly for a nonprofit organization. And I'm just super excited that I started my weight loss journey with Kausar about, I want to say, as soon as my child turned 1 or around that time, like before that time, as I was breastfeeding. So I wanted to hold off on that. And then as he turned 1, I'm like, you know what? I need to get started on my weight loss journey. So here I am with Kausar on this podcast, just to share my journey with you all.
I'm so happy to have you. I mean, she's such a joy. I just love seeing her on our weekly calls, and she just brings so much happiness because always super positive with her. I love her. So talk to us a little bit about, all this madness that's happening due to COVID, work, home balance. I mean, I know your little one is little, he's not homeschooling. So how are you balancing everything? Just having all of your work being shifted to your home. How is that working out?
Sure. So as COVID hit, I was actually living with my mother because she had some health issues, so I was helping her out. And then I actually went back to work in February of 2019 when my child was around 4 months. And then COVID hit in March, right? So then all of a sudden, and this was like a promotion too, like my job, I recently got a promotion before my pregnancy. Mm-hmm. So here I am, new role at home with a newborn. It was extremely difficult at first, but then having my mom and my husband there, to babysit my child. So I came back to my house, and then my husband, he stopped working because I was working and we had to take care of my child. So he started taking my child to my mom's place because she was in Jersey City and I'm in Bayonne. And that's how I actually found out that balance between work and home. Used to take him from 9 to 5 at my mom's, and I used to work most days from my place. But at the same time, it affects your mental health, all of that. Definitely it affected me for sure. Having a newborn, COVID hits, your mental health goes down the drain. And this whole weight, gaining all this weight, not losing anything, that had a lot to do with it. But it has gotten better. I'm not gonna lie, it has gotten better. All of us adapted. And I'm hoping, this new year, with this whole vaccination and everything, it brings positive news to all of us. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So your husband actually had to make the transition.
Yeah, he helped a lot. Yeah, definitely. And he's a student as well. So he was taking online classes, taking care of the child. But my mom was also there. So they tag teamed.
Wow. No,
Yeah.
every time I hear these stories from our clients, I like literally get goosebumps because I'm homeschooling both my kids. So I totally get it. Like it was an intense year. Thank goodness.
Yeah,
And a friend.
even though, my child doesn't go to school, but it's still tough having a child at home because, a little baby wants your attention 24/7.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can't get my work done if he's home at all because he's there.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned that you put on some weight during COVID, like we all did. And how did you feel before starting? Because I know we started only a few months ago.
Yeah.
Where were you in your fitness journey prior to starting working with BFF?
So I put on weight, and people told me, all these moms, a lot of moms told me, if you breastfeed your child, you're gonna lose all the baby fat. Let me tell you, I think it's a myth because I did not lose any of my weight while I breastfed him. So, and I was always healthy. It's not like I was always skinny, but I was healthy. I was, that's how I am. But just looking at myself every single day in the mirror, just gaining the weight, I'm just like, what the hell am I doing wrong, So then, actually, yeah, the reason I found BFF is through Facebook, through the Jersey City Moms page. So somebody just posted, I think there that I'm trying to lose weight, who should I contact, or blah, 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 some posts. And a lot of people recommended BFF program.
Aww.
So that's how I actually got on your page and reached out to you and started this journey in September. And I feel hopeful, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've changed my whole lifestyle too, my eating healthy journey lifestyle. I know what I have to do now. Like, I have that knowledge that I didn't have before, that you helped me to gain and to attain. So I'm very hopeful. Like, I'm hopeful that I get to my weight loss journey, what my weight is, in my brain, what my weight is. So yeah, I feel so much better. I am more energetic. I feel like I can spend a lot more time. I'm more happy, for sure. More energy, more happy.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And what have you tried before, before joining us? Like, were you looking to join any other programs? Have you tried any diets? Because I know with moms, it's more like, okay, I'm just going to wake up on Monday and I'm going to stop eating rice and bread because this is a cultural thing for us too. We eat a lot of rice and bread. So that goes out of the window. Like, okay, I'm not going to eat it. And then it backfires. So what have you kind of tried in the past that kind of backfired or didn't work?
So I didn't really try anything after I became a mom, right? I knew that I needed that motivation and that accountability to lose the weight because I've never really stuck to a diet ever. But at one time before I became pregnant or whatever, I used my fitness pal, right? Where I started tracking my food, just looking at the calories that I was intaking, but I wasn't really looking at my macros, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at my calories. I'm like, oh, okay, if I hit 1,500 calories, we're good. I'm good. I don't, it doesn't matter. But I didn't even know that, I'm supposed to look out for my macros. This is how much carbs, fat, and protein I'm supposed to be eating. Didn't have any knowledge that protein is actually the main, macro that you're supposed to be hitting. So before this program, I didn't really have the knowledge and I didn't try anything major, to be honest. So yeah.
Wow, that's like nailing it on the head. I love how you're telling me how important macronutrients is because I've dealt with many clients in the past who I've tried to count calories, but it really comes down to where those calories are coming from.
Yeah.
Are you eating carbs, 1,500 calories worth of carbs, I should call it.
Yeah.
Or is it, what it is? And protein makes such a huge difference, right? And it helps you with your cravings, with your energy level and everything.
Yeah. like, I just want to say though, like carb, you should not cut out. I thought it's because, like people tell you all the time, it's a popular opinion, carbs, cut that out, right? Because you're eating so much carb, that's the reason why you're gaining weight. But for us, like in our culture, you don't know the food that we make, the curries and everything.
Yes.
The oil, that's like hidden fat, right? I had no clue after I started cooking and measuring my food. I didn't know, oh my God, this is where I'm actually gaining the weight from, all of this fat that I'm eating. I had no clue. Absolutely no idea that there's hidden fat that I'm eating that I didn't even know about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And like, it doesn't come easy, right? It's like just a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of like, okay, I'm going to put my mind and energy into learning. Unless, if you're motivated enough to do it on your own, or you join the program and you learn all that. But I love how aware you are now that what's in your food.
Yeah.
You look at your plate and be like, oh, I know.
Well, thanks to you. You helped me, to learn all of this. So thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. I mean, you ladies literally are crushing your goals every day. Like 20 pounds, seriously, girl, that's like not easy. Not like, and you're working full time. So like, I'm reading all these myths every day on like groups, like, oh, I'm a working mom and I can't do a program.
Yeah.
Because I'm a working mom. I'm a mom and I'm working, but that's a total myth because this lady over here, put in that 15, 20 minutes a week. And like, tell me a little bit about your timing, because I know that's like a big thing when I talk to working moms. They're like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. How much time did you invest in this process?
So not as much. Like when I first started, right, I was like, oh my God, this is like, might be like taking out my whole day or whatever. But you develop habits, right? That's how the program starts. You develop habits. So what I started doing was I started like, in a way, simple pre meal, not like hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of tips such as buying pre-made salads, right? I bought like chicken breast, for example. I'm not vegetarian, so just like prepping like the masala for the chicken breast ahead of time, and buying pre-prepped salads, and then my bread. Like I had like 3 meals that I already had in my mind that I can eat every week, right? In my mind, I had that. So I had the ingredients and I knew that this is what I need from grocery shopping. So I cut down on my snacks. I didn't buy snacks. I stopped buying snacks. Just stuff like that, to be honest. Just having that grocery list and knowing the 3 top meals that you can eat every week, that helped a lot. And I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about what meals I have to eat or what I have to prep. I would say more like 15, 20 minutes for each meal.
That's amazing. And that was just in the beginning to try to get into this rhythm. And now it's like second nature.
And now, like for example, now I actually eat salad I try my best to eat salad with lunch and dinner.
Right. Because you have the habit of half a plate with vegetables.
Yes.
That we
I didn't have that habit before that I learned. So so helpful.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. So what are some of your main takeaways from the program?
So again, main takeaway is watch your macros, right? No, that's like the most important, I would say, takeaways from this program. You learn the knowledge of macronutrients and how important they are to your journey of losing weight. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really meal prep my meals, but that's like a huge component of this program as well. But I didn't do that, and I feel like you can do that as well, as long as you have the pre-prep, salads and your masalas already in your cabinet, I guess. So that or like 3 meals that you know that you're gonna have to eat every week. And then also that, it's not about the scale, right? It's about how many inches you lost per week. That has a lot to do with it. It's not about the scale. That scale is just there to show you, yes, you lost weight, but it can fluctuate. Oh my God, I was so frustrated sometimes when my scale didn't, my weight didn't go down, but I did lose inches here and there. Drink water, eat healthy, do not count at the scale.
Yeah, I remember some weeks where like, oh my God, the scale is not going down. And then you just continue with your journey without like, look, in the normal scenario, I used to be like that. I used to be very, very much married to the number on the scale. Like I would just be like, okay, I'm so good. I'm consistent. I'm gonna see something on the scale on Friday. And then I hop on there and I don't see anything. Like, you know what? It's not working. But I love the fact that you kept on going. So when we met on Friday, you got that like boost. Okay, I have this backup. I have this person who's pushing me to continue instead of falling back and be like, it's the weekend. I'm just going to do takeout and just eat like a crazy person because I didn't see a drop on the scale.
Yeah. I do want to add that, here and there, it's okay to eat whatever you like. It's okay to have that cheat day. It's normal. I've done that. During the program too. And I was able to lose the weight. So that's what I would say. And obviously you have that motivation and that accountability from your coaches, and they'll help you throughout the journey for sure.
That's amazing. So good to hear that. Yeah. And, I guess this question is kind of tricky because it happened to me with my relationships. Now that you have lost the 20 pounds and like you lost inches and you feel excited and energetic, how has that impacted your family and your relationships? Your energy for your kid, like overall, how has that improved your relationships in general?
Yeah, I feel like I said before too, I feel more energetic. I feel more healthy. I can actually, pick up my child for a while and not feel burnt out or like out of breath, and he's gaining weight a lot more. He's going to gain weight a lot more too. So I can actually pick him up. But it's definitely a more healthier and more happier, relationship that you have with your family based on how you feel from the inside and how you're feeling as you're losing your weight. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember like when I was gaining so much weight, like back when after my son was, again, back to that myth of breastfeeding. I breastfed both my kids for 2 years each. And like, I didn't lose any weight. I actually gained a lot of weight. And I remember how it impacted me in so many ways. Like I'm so grumpy all the time.
So grumpy all the time. Yeah. And you constantly have this thing in your head, right? Oh my God, I want to lose this weight. You constantly have that in head, but you're not doing anything about it. So that's another reason why I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep saying that I want to lose weight. What am I actually doing to lose this weight? So that's also what motivated me to join this program, like something about my life and just get started with this journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you started and you crushed it, literally.
Yeah.
And my last question. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was also going to say that it's mindset as well. It's a consistent battle that I'm dealing with for sure, even now, just thinking in your mindset, that end goal, right? Having that end goal and just having that mindset to eat healthy will make you happier, more energetic, and just, your mental health will be a lot more better.
Okay, so what is your advice for working moms out there who are scared, who want to do it, and they're like, oh, it's too scary, too hard, and all that kind of stuff?
Yes. Like I said, just get on it, just do it. That's what I did. I was like, I need to just do it. That pointing to that Nike commercial, just do it. It's a great investment, to be honest. It's a good investment. It works. And you will see results for sure. Like, that's my promise. I know as a client, it worked on me, and I'm sure it will work on the rest of the moms. Again, like I said, I wasn't always skinny. I was always on the healthier side. So just knowing that this program helped me so much to lose at 20 pounds, it works.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for carving out time from your busy schedule to do this podcast with us. Such a pleasure to serve you and have you as our bestie forever.
Thank you.
Yeah, our pleasure. So for those of you who want to learn more about our program, please check out our website, bff.zone. And our Instagram handle is weight loss, working moms. And we hope to see you guys there.